Hi folks, how you all doing? Cross the 6 here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day again, and an evening, or whatever time of day it is for you. It's either day, afternoon or evening, isn't it? But I hope you're having a good one anyway, nonetheless. And thanks for tuning in and watching my video, hopefully to the end. And if so, could you please hit that like and subscribe, and to all my current subscribers, thank you very, very much. Really, really appreciate your support. Anyway, on with today's gameplay. We're on Airfield in the Su-130 Pm, which is the Tier 8 Russian tank destroyer. Love this tank. It's such a great tank, it really is. I wish it had a little bit more gun arc on it, that would be brilliant, but it is what it is, and you just make the best that you can with the tools that you've got, so to speak. This turned out to be a very, very decent game for me, myself and I. That's what she said. Anyway, enough wittering on. It's called filler. That's what it's called, filler. You got to fill the time and you got to fill the blanks in. You know, it'll blankety blank. That's what this is. So we're in a Tier 8 matchup, no artillery, thankfully. I'm looking forward to that patch 1.18. It's just around the corner, isn't it? Can't wait. Can't wait. And I've said in a couple of previous videos about how they're not nerfing. They're not going to nerf the artillery. Well, they are in some respects. The lower tier M40, I think it was, wasn't it? They're nerfing that a little bit. And I think quite rightly so too. And also in regards to the lights. But I mentioned all this in the previous video. My ultimate tank, well, not my ultimate tank, but one of the tanks that I absolutely love, the little T40, the little T4 American tank destroyer, that's getting nerfed. The BDR is getting nerfed. The the Su-76 GFT or whatever it is, that's getting nerfed. All the tanks that I really enjoy playing, not because I like to club seal. It's not that at all. It's about the only one that I do well in. That says a lot for me, doesn't it, really, as a player. I'm just an average player. I'm just pub league. I'm not into your upper echelons of World of Tanks gameplay. You know, the skills for you and the quickie babies and the Klaus Kellermans. Although Klaus will have you believe that he's not a very good player. He is. He is a very good player. Bless him. And if you don't know who Klaus is, I'll be amazed if you don't. But go over to his channel, like, subscribe, and do the thing. As a very famous YouTuber says. But anyway, this game turned out to be not too shabby. It was alright, actually. You'll have to wait until the end to see how we did. But this is the thing with these games these days, isn't it? They don't last very long. They're only lasting, I don't know, 5-6 minutes max most of the time. And every now and again you'll get that decent gameplay that'll go the full stretch of the time frame. Not very often, I might add. It's usually, 4, 5, 6 minutes normally. And of course we've got the Italian tank destroyer line that's coming out soon enough as well. What do you think about that? You looking forward to that or not? Do we need more tank destroyers in the game? I quite enjoy playing tank destroyers, I've got to be honest. That's probably the majority of games that I play is probably in tank destroyers, I would say. So I quite enjoy playing them, but it's a different game. It's a different play style, isn't it? To each their own. Some people enjoy playing heavies all the time, mediums, and all that kind of thing. And I quite enjoy the tank destroyers. Although I was in a game yesterday on Karelia, and there was 2 Object 430Us. I'm going to have to work my way up the line to get that 430U. That thing is an absolute beast. Well, it is a Russian tank after all. So, you know, remember the time when they said they were going to be nerfing the Object 430U, and then at the 11th hour Wargaming decided that they weren't going to nerf it and just leave it as it is, overpowered. I mean, the armour on that thing is just insane. It really is. I was shooting at it yesterday and I couldn't pen him at all. I mean, fair play to him, he did over 5,000 damage. And the one that was on I think there's 2 on the opposing team and 2 on our team. Both did in excess of 3,500 to 5,000 damage. So that's a testament. Well, they're obviously very good players, and I'm not taking that away from them. But there's no bias in this game. There's no Russian bias whatsoever in this game. But it's strange because I was reading the patent today. See the exciting life that I lead? Huh? Reading Wargaming's patent. What are you like? What are you like, Cross? But I was just reading up on the matchmaker, and it's weird because when you actually delve into it, in a jumble of all these words, you often find that the different levels that they put you in You get frustrated with this game, don't you? You'll have one great game, and then the next game is just crap, and then a couple of games after that are crap, and then lo and behold, all of a sudden, your games seem to start to improve. Well, I kind of worked out today, reading through the patent, of how Wargaming monitors every game, every class of tank, every player's account, in regards to how they're doing out on the battlefield in a particular tank at any given time, as to whether you win a lot of games or lose a lot of games, or your win rate on that particular tank that you may have played for 5, 6, 7, 8 sessions. But within that 8 session period, so here's a little tip, and if I pick this up right, if you take one of your tanks and you play 8 games in that tank, by your 8th game you're either going to be having crap games or you're going to be having good games, and in between your games should be kind of mediocre, win some lose some kind of thing, but you'll always know whether you put back down to level 4. And what do I mean by level 4? Well, level 4 is like the easiest battles that you can get put into effectively. Scorpion G, you're not even looking at me. Oh, that's alright, you keep looking at him, son. There you go, thank you very much. Yeah, so the level 4 is the easiest, and then of course if you win a game and your shots land, then they'll move you up to level 4.5 or 5, and so on and so forth until you get up to about level 10. Level 10 being the hardest, whereby they'll put you in much more harder matches, and they reckon they do this over 8 games, if I've picked it up right, which makes that really interesting, doesn't it? Because when you watch a lot of, especially the Unicums, when they're playing their games, they'll play perhaps 3, 4, 5 games, and then they stop, and then they'll move on to a different tank, perhaps for the stats to reset on that tank. I don't know the full inner workings of it all, but that's what I'm kind of surmising from all of this, but correct me if I'm wrong. Let's put it this way, if this was a betting shop and a horse race, you certainly wouldn't be betting in this betting shop, would you? That's for sure. Now, is that a conspiracy theory on my part? I don't think so, because I've read it in the patent. That's if I've read it properly and understood it properly. There's always that, I guess. But for me personally, it makes it interesting, because effectively it means over a period of 8 games in the same tank, you should know as to whether you're being helped or not, or whether you're in a winning, well, most of the time you know whether you're in a winning or losing game within the first 2 minutes of the game starting. That's for sure in this game. But I just find it interesting, because you always wonder, don't you, well, why is that shot missing? Why is my shot going to the left or the right or above or landing short and all that kind of stuff? Or why am I always in the higher tier matches? And it's because of this algorithm that Wargaming have within the game that kind of, it runs in the background and keeps monitoring you as to how you're doing. Of course, the algorithm can't tell you where to go on the map, but what the algorithm can do is it can determine as to whether a round that you just fired is going to pen or not, or whether that person you're firing at is having crap games, so therefore it's giving that person a helping hand. But it's worth thinking about, isn't it? It's food for thought, shall we say. But anyway, we lost this game, but we did 4,500 damage, nearly 5,000 combined, so not too bad. On to the post-game stats, 123,000. I think I made about 34,000 out of this one, so not great. But anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Till the next one, have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.